Hey, Dice?
Yeah.
What do you think of Robin from the Batman and Robin
Remember
show?
the old TV show?
Yeah, but at least he got on.
No.
Yeah, I know how it goes. That's what I sing when I'm in bed with a chick.
What'd you think
You know what I mean? When I'm tugging on a pork drapes a little.
Oh, my God. What'd you think of Robin?
What do you mean when I think of him? I don't think of him unless I see him.
Was he good?
Was he good? At what?
At the Batman and Robin thing.
The show.
Well, he was like the fagotito part of that group.
What do you mean?
The fagotito part.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like Batman was all machoed out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had like the look. He got the chicks. You know, Robin was. Are we talking about the show or the movies?
The TV show.
Yeah, the show. He was like all fagotitoed out. He never got the broads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, he'd have his head up the penguin's ass half the time.
So you're saying he's probably a faggot?
I'm just saying that was like the part.
That he played on TV?
Yeah, I mean, look at the colors. Batman was like in all like, all them like good colors, like black. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and what was
Heavy
Robin?
duty blues.
Right, and what was
Robin? They put Robin like in the pink with the yellow cape.
Fag.
Yeah, whatever they put him in.
So you didn't like the Robin, huh?
I didn't say I didn't like him. I thought he was a nice guy.
Why, you ever meet him?
No.
Would you want to meet him?
Not really.
Why not?
Because who even thinks about him? The game is over.
There are a lot of fans.
He's probably like 83 years old by now, the real Robin.
I don't think it's that old.
Well, is he there? Don't play games with me.
No.
You got Robin in there with
Not
Pete
here.
Best?
We got Kimmy here.
We don't have
I know you got
Robin
Kimmy there.
Right. Yeah, Kimmy's here.
But Kimmy's still trying to figure out paper plastic.
See, we were having a discussion about Batman and Robin. We were curious of your thoughts, that's all.
Yeah, everybody was checking in with how they felt about Batman and Robin.
I think Robin used to maybe, play with the chubby Cyclops a little.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Batman was sort of a turn-on, because why didn't this kid go get his own apartment? You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
So he's always creeping around with Batman. Oh, Batman, you're the best, so look at you now.
So you're thinking Robin wanted Batman?
I think he had a little thing for Batman, you know what I mean?
He enjoyed that pole a little too much when they were going down there.
Little chubby Cyclops work on the side.
Bat pole.
All right.
Yeah. But why are you even talking about him?
I don't know.
He's there, isn't he?
Burt Ward.
Yes.
How you doing, Burt? Remember Burt Ward? He was Robin in the old Batman TV series.
He's the best. I mean, who's better than Robin? You know, it always seemed like Batman was the guy that was solving the crimes.
Right.
But Robin was the one with the brains.
Absolutely.
You know, Batman would fly off the handle all the time, and try to put Robin, like, in the back.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you're nobody, I'm everybody.
Yeah.
I'm the tough guy and you're nobody.
Right.
But then Robin would always come in to save the day. Like when he put his hand in the sand and pulled Batman out of the quicksand that time. Remember that part?
Of course.
Burt.
Yes. You were always my favorite. See, they're not fooling nobody. I knew you were on the line.
No,
you did, huh? That's why you said all that really nice stuff for the last 10 minutes.
That's why I was trying to egg you on to get you to say something. You know what I mean?
I see.
Now,
Like
Burt.
if you were Batman, you would have all of a sudden, you would have went like, wait a minute now. I'm no fagotito.
Now,
You know what I mean?
Burt Ward,
You gotta speak up for yourself. You can't be like this, this other guy, the Beetle man.
Pete Bass. Burt Ward, do you know Andrew Dice Clay? Dice, shut up a minute. Burt Ward, do you know Andrew Dice Clay?
No, I haven't met him.
But do you know who he is?
Of course I know who he is.
Oh, okay, that's who you're speaking to. That's who's on the phone.
Well,
It's the Dice.
pleasure.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something. When they did all the Batman movies,
Yeah.
were you a little pissed off they didn't throw you in there?
Well, it's always disappointing when you work very hard to build a character and then they go a different direction. But, look, they're in it for the money, so, it's a different kind of thing. They didn't want to have family entertainment. They wanted, more of a hard-edged show, and
Right.
we represented comedy and family entertainment, and as a result, they didn't want Adam or I.
You know what? They're a bunch of humps, and you know it, and I know it.
Meanwhile,
They should
Dice.
have put you in there. Even when they made remade Shaft with,
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel.
Yeah, with Samuel Jackson. They threw the other guy in there.
Yeah.
They threw him
good to see him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I love about black people. They stick together, they take care of their own, but these humps in Hollywood, they remake Batman. That could have been parts for you in the other Batman.
Dice.
What
would have Burt Ward played in the Batman movies?
He could have played like Robin's father or something.
Robin's father.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it could have been another generation.
Another generation.
Hey, Dice, these two, Batman and Robin, they're Burt Ward. And
the movies, Batman.
They were banging.
Remember when you were fighting the shark?
Yeah.
When you were coming out of the helicopter?
Yeah, I remember that, hanging from that ladder and using the
that was awesome.
I have watched that at least 1,500 times.
Dice, they were banging everything in Hollywood back then, these two.
Were you really?
We were always treated our fans well.
They went to the conventions and stuff, and they'd make these appearances and bang everything.
You should stay there, you know what I mean?
Girls sliding down the bat poles left and right. It's amazing.
That's right, hopping up on down on that Robin pipe.
That's right, Dice.
You know what I mean?
Hey, Burt, do you like Dice?
You sound like a really interesting guy, Dice.
Well, that means no, Dice.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know you were the tough guy now. Maybe I throw my cape on. All of a sudden I'm interesting. I am not interesting. I'm a moron.
He meant everything he said, Burt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Burt?
Yeah, I got the message.
I got no problem with you. I'm not looking for a fight. You said that.
I think Burt could kick your ass, Dice.
I think so.
You know what? He knows all them tricks. I used to see him fight.
Right.
Got a utility belt.
He's got the belt. They got the words. Every time they hit, it would say, like, pow.
Right.
It would say, hair pie. It would say potato juice.
How do you compete with that, Dice?
He hits a guy in the face. Hair pie putty, it would say on the screen.
Putty.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like that. Oh, I punched her right in the pink lettuce.
The pink lettuce.
But the truth, like, you probably had a lot of girl fans back then.
Hey, Burt?
Yeah?
You never punched a girl in the pink lettuce, did you?
I mean, you punch her with the meat rocket. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You get on.
Yeah, those are obstacles that are added after we do the fight scene.
Right, the meat rocket.
Yeah, like you'd meet like girls, like you would probably go to signings and stuff, like in the mall in Brooklyn or something.
Yeah.
Right? And you meet like a hot little chick, you give her a nice shellacking after.
Shellacking.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm using radio stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, you guys, Burt, you guys used to go to those conventions or whatever it is, the appearances that Batman.
Yeah, I was on the road 25 years.
And what used to happen there? Because I hear tell stories of sex going on with the fans while you guys were in costume.
Well, I have a book called Boy Wonder My Life in Tights, which is it details things rather specifically.
Yeah.
And it's certainly a book for adults. It's certainly not for kids. But we had a good time. You got to understand, it was a different period in our history. It was the 60s and into the 70s and, into the 80s. And it was a different world. I mean, you don't have the same freedom today, unless you take some serious chances.
Yeah.
You throw a bag on and you give them a trashing in the back of the car or something.
Trashing, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we had a lot of fun, and it was there was some mystique about superheroes and their costumes. Girls love to wear our costumes.
Hey, Burt, what do you think of the ambiguously gay duo that SNL does?
What do you mean?
You ever see that, the cartoon?
No, I haven't seen that.
Because I think it might be based on you guys.
Loosely based on Batman and Robin, I would have to say.
Well, when we did our series, everybody wanted to put their 2 cents in, okay? So there were some religious organizations that thought that Batman and Robin represented the wish dream of 2 homosexuals. But I'll tell you something. The reality is Adam and I were like 2 hungry sharks in a world of unlimited halibut.
Look at that.
And we were very busy with ladies and didn't have the slightest bit of interest in the same sex.
Hey, Burt, could you give us a Robin line so we could make sure it's you?
Wait a minute.
Holy ravioli!
Available at Paisano of Mulberry Street. Holy
Robin,
ravioli.
did you ever actually give any of these chicks a shellacking while you wore the outfit?
Yeah.
Well, are you saying did we have a lot of fun? While we were wearing? Yeah, of course we did.
No, I'm not talking like like when you get them up to the hotel room where nobody's looking.
I understand.
I'm talking like
I understand you better than you think.
No, I know you don't.
Oh, that sounds like fighting words.
So, but let's just say that we had a very wild time on Batman, and it was a period in history where we took every opportunity and we had a lot offered.
Any specifics there? I want to hear some dirt.
Yeah, like, did you ever pull a train with any of these little bat pigs that were hanging around the trailer?
Well, let me just tell you, if you read my book, your eyes will open up. Even
what's the name of the book?
Boy Wonder, My Life in Tights.
Oh, truly, it's all about you
judged by its cover.
It's not about me being at Westbury and you showing up in the outfit. We do like a thing on stage together.
He's always offering someone to open up.
Hey, Burt, you have a question for Dice?
No, you don't think that would be a good idea, guys?
What, all of a sudden?
I'm on stage at Westbury, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, here comes oh, look at this, it's the Boy Wonder, look what happened. And you get to hear him, talk filthy for the first time.
I don't think I'd do that because we have too much respect for the character.
You got a certain charisma about you.
No, I got to be honest with you. In all the years of doing Batman and the subsequent appearances, never once when we wore the costume did we ever break character in terms of people that we met at appearances. We never took off our mask. We were always in character when we were in costume.
Right.
You could wear the costume, you know what I mean?
Yeah, what I did with the costume when I wasn't making a public appearance is something else, but, especially on Halloween. But, the rest of the time, when we're out in the public, we are very straight-laced.
Do you still have a costume?
Actually, yes.
You do?
Yes, I do. See, what happened was the ones on our show were always being torn off from the fight scenes.
Right.
But what I had is, because I also made personal appearances, I had a couple of my own made that I would use for close-ups in the show and also as personal appearance costumes.
When was the last time you put on a Robin costume?
I think with my wife last week.
This is what I'm talking about. Now you're talking my language. You know what I mean? You throw on the cape, you got to all lick it up. We're married, right?
Happily, too.
Really?
Very happily. I'll tell you, after...
walking by me now with a garbage bag.
After you go out and you have a wild time, and then, that's a certain period in your life, and then you have other times when, you can be really happily married with the right person.
How long you been married?
10.5 years.
Yeah, but isn't that amazing what he's saying? Guys, the guy's talking about there was a time in his life where he was having a great time.
Yeah.
Shellacking all these chicks, shooting oysters on their asses, you know what I mean?
Right.
And now he's happily married.
Yeah.
He's happily married. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Right. Well,
in fact, there was a quote from my book where we said, it's a little on the risque side, we said, thousands of adoring fans were inseminated with bat our ultimate autograph.
Whoa!
Nice.
Nicey nice.
Oh, my God.
A face full of chili and send them on their way, you know what I mean? Yeah, thanks for meeting Bat Boy. You filthy animal. There's your autograph.
Burt.